So when you were growing up, you had a lot of self reliance and perseverance. How did that shape the kind of man that you became, or like the kind of work that you were drawn to later in life?
Man, it has always been a driving force with me. Now, granted, I had the luxury of growing up in semi-rural Western North Carolina, right, foothill of the Appalachian Mountains. So we already sort of had that background, right? I grew up, and granted, I'm older, right? So born in '65, I'll be 61 tomorrow, but
How old will you? 61?
one, bro. But now,
51.
yeah, 61. I'm like up there, my friend.
No way.
So,
I really thought you were like in your early 50s.
Tim, I love you so much. That's
No,
amazing.
seriously, man.
No,
All that
yeah,
biohacking's been working. I need to start doing it more.
dude. It's a work in progress. But man, growing up in this area, that I had the luxury of growing up before tech was a thing, before computers, before smartphones. So I did have that luxury. And growing up, with parents who were both, grew up in the same area, self reliance is sort of a thing, right? Everybody cans, everybody has a garden. Now again, having the fortunate or the luxury, I guess for me, it was a luxury growing up that way. What was really incredible is, again, my mom really gave me this curiosity and this like, well, you can do that yourself. And sometimes it becomes a necessity. I remember when I first moved to Austin a couple years in, I finally bought a house, and I'm like, I need to fix this house up. And I'm like, well, I can't afford to pay anybody. I'm independently poor. I can't afford to pay. So I'll learn how to do it myself, right? So I learned how to tile and how to like put down flooring and do the different things that I needed to do. And it's always been my mindset. Now, again, I credit my folks with that because they were very much like that. And again, that's a product of the area I grew up in, and super fortunate. But that's just carried on, and to your point, I think it's really interesting. 13, my mom gave me three books on my 13th birthday, and I still have those exact same three copies. And one is Self Reliance by Ralph Waldo Emerson. And man, it put the hooks in me. And it's one of them is incredible because the other two books were The Book of Five Rings and Sun Tzu's Art of War. But mom was always very progressive, very forward thinking. But like, man, Self Reliance, it put that hook in me is the best way to explain it. I just want to be able to um, function without a lot of extraneous needs. And I mean, we saw it during ice apocalypse in Austin. See, so many people are calling 911 for like they don't have meds, they don't have oxygen, they don't have power, they don't have all these things. And plus, I'm kind of a nerd to be honest. So I'm like, well, I need to be self-reliant. So I need these solar chargers, and I need this food, and I need this, that, and the other, right? So part of it is kind of a game that I play in my head too, of like, well, I might need this. So that's kind of my thing.
That's cool, man. I kind of grew up similar, except I didn't listen to my mom. I didn't start really reading until my mom would always tell me like, "Oh, start reading. It'll change your life." And I was like, "Whatever, mom."
Yeah.
And then I picked up a book. Uh, Ironically, it was Tony Robbins in my late 20s, and then it kind of think Awaken the Giant Within, and I kind of took off from there. I haven't stopped since, and I was like, I often have that conversation with my mom, saying, "Man, I really wish I would have listened to you earlier. My life would have been totally different."